from Halloween.
So good.
Halloween.
To buy houses and flip them and potentially rent them, and that eventually be my my full-time job. So obviously, in my mind, we need to get completely paid off of our debt, and then if I'm understanding everything correctly, I need to save 30% to buy the first house. And
for your personal residence, you're putting 20% down.
830 WEEU Reading.
When you struggle with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, you get used to not feeling 100%. I thought that was how it had to be. Until I discovered the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. They told me about new medications that weren't around back when I was diagnosed. They helped me find a specialist who gave me a new treatment plan. I'm feeling better than I ever thought I could. Don't settle for not feeling your best. Take action today to take care of yourself. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
All right, Sean.
Redner presents Food for Thought. Your chance to learn nutrition information.
We are going live in a few seconds.
The types of food to eat and how to prepare them. Starring Meredith McGrath, registered dietitian and coordinator of the Health Sense program at Redner's, and Chef Tim, executive chef and director of food service at Redner's. The views expressed on Food for Thought are not necessarily those of the staff, management, ownership, or sponsors of 830 AM WEEU. And now, here are your hosts, Meredith and Chef Tim.
Sean, we're going to count it down.
I can't hear anything. There's nothing in my headset.
Hang on a second, Sean. Hang on, Sean.
Okay, I'm in good shape.
You hear everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Could you turn me up just one? Yeah, that's good. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Sean, counting down in 3, 2, 1. Good evening. How's everybody doing? You're listening to Redner's Food for Thought right here on 830 WEEU, the voice of Berks and beyond. We're also broadcasting live on Facebook. Look up Redner's Warehouse Markets and you can see everything that we're cooking up today. I'm Andy P. alongside Meredith McGrath. Hey, Meredith, how you doing?
Good, Andy. How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm looking forward to it. So we broke out some.
You get me so excited.
Well, you know.
It's gloomy out.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly.
A little bit chilly.
And you get me excited.
Oh,
so let's do this.
Let's do this thing. And, of course, we cannot forget our chef, Chef Tim. How you doing, Chef?
Good. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm chilling. How'd the cook-off go? Chili and everything, yeah?
It was great. Another successful year.
Yes. Yep. Excellent.
Yeah, very nice.
Very cool.
I lost my headset.
I gotcha. All right. So, what do we got going on today for Food for Thought?
Well, we are going to have a very chill, relax dinner with friends.
Good. Yeah, I can hear you just fine, so you can just talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, let's just kick back and cook some of the absolute favorites. Once in a while, I have, this magazine. You know this little magazine, Chef? Have you ever seen this before?
That is my favorite magazine.
16 years, baby. 16
Wow.
years. So it's issue I don't know, like a million is what it feels like.
Yeah.
But anyway,
really 16 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it's pretty cool. So,
big deal, man.
Yeah.
I have had nonstop feedback about 2 particular recipes. So that's what we're going to do today.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. It is the 5-ingredient chicken parm meatloaf and the 5-ingredient chicken Alfredo pasta bake.
Ooh.
And what do I love about both of those?
Probably easy as all heck.
5 ingredients.
Yeah.
Shopping was so easy. Prep was so easy. I am calm, cool, and collected right now. There's not a hurry in the world.
Very zen-like.
I'm feeling like Chef.
Yeah.
You know how he's always cool and under control?
You got to be
Me
cool
not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
the burners are hot, but the chef's got to be cool, right?
We'll go with that.
Yeah, so what do you got going on?
I think the big thing is the Wilson Iron Chef that's coming up.
Yes.
That's on St. Patrick's Day, and the neat thing is that we have Conrad Weiser, we have Wilson, we have Governor Mifflin, we have each culinary teacher from each school, and each of those culinary directors have 2 students, and they'll be competing in a Wilson Iron Chef. So that's pretty neat. On St. Patrick's Day, and the item they'll be making is shepherd's pie.
Oh, that's a classic.
So you did that last year, and you were competing. And
Correct.
It was absolutely incredible. I was in
awesome.
the stands getting to watch, and then, of course, there was a whole lot of tasting that I did. But it was a cool competition. And
It is cool.
great event to walk around and try so many different foods and get some swag while you're there. So it's great to support a local event like that.
Yeah, when's that happening again?
St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it because I get to drop back a little bit. Like Meredith said, I was with 2 students, and they actually did all the cooking, which I'm really proud of them. But I get to drop back and kind of like float in between from team to team, and go from there. They're all great. So
I was just going to ask if you had
Well,
any
my favorite is-
favorites,
I
and
was
you
hoping-
can't be trading secrets
yeah, I was
either.
hoping you wouldn't say that, but
I know you.
But I love Conrad Weiser
Yep.
because the teacher out there is phenomenal. I went to Governor Mifflin, and my kids go to Wilson, so I like all 3 of them.
Yeah, you have a little bit in each
A
team.
little bit in each team, so that's good. And that Wilson team that's putting the Iron Chef together, they're doing a phenomenal job. They always do.
Yeah.
Led by Molly Mack. So kudos to her.
What makes it a good shepherd's pie, by the way?
For me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do in a competition. I would not do a traditional shepherd's pie.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I would do.
Do it upside
What
down.
would you do?
So I am new to the shepherd's pie world.
Sure,
I
yeah.
was never a huge fan. I like separation.
Yeah.
So the fact that this is all slopped into one thing.
Hey.
However,
Yes.
I have a husband and children who love it, so I have started to make it. But I make it completely traditional. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, to me, the mashed potatoes are key. You got to nail them.
100%.
If you don't nail them
Yeah.
and then get that little bit of crisp on the top, not a good shepherd's pie. I mean, the meat's kind of hard to mess up. I don't think you could mess up the meat.
Well,
I know you can make.
no meat.
You can.
True, you can mess up anything, I guess.
But it depends. If you go with the classic recipe, it has lamb in it.
Sure, yeah.
So that's I don't know, but the way we make it at the Central Kitchen, we use beef, all beef.
Sure.
So it is one of our number 1 sellers. But if I was going into a competition, I would probably do like a lobster shepherd's pie.
Oh, really?
I would put a complete.
Meredith is looking like,
You would have to put a complete twist on it, like a lobster thermidor. You know what I mean? Like it's got everything to it.
When does it stop being a shepherd's pie then? When
I was just going to say, that sounds absolutely terrible.
My shepherd's pie, we started off with spaghetti and a really nice marinara
And
sauce.
French fries. And French fries.
That's you guys.
Yeah.
Not me, though.
I guess we do have to define what a shepherd's pie
At
really
some
means.
point, yeah.
Well, you have to be different. You can't just come with the normal.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay, so let's focus on another topic there. St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Chef.
Everyone's Irish from what I hear.
For one day.
Yes, very true. But I also know that you have some things up your sleeve for that day. For those of us who don't really have the skill to cook the traditional Irish food.
Skill.
So,
Well, I don't know about the skill
or
part.
desire.
No, sure.
Skill or
for
desire.
sure.
I
Yeah.
like desire better. But so we're going to do from the Central Kitchen. We are doing a corned beef and cabbage dish.
Yeah.
Which I know it's outstanding. And for that day, St. Patrick's Day, that is one of the best dishes. So you get the fresh cabbage, potatoes, carrots, celery,
Yeah.
all this stuff sauteed together, and then we roast off the corned beef, thinly slice it, put that on top.
Ooh,
It's delicious.
my gosh.
And then also shepherd's pie.
I hate coming to this because I get so hungry talking to you.
This is like the torture,
It really
right?
is.
This is the
I
comedy
don't
for
eat
the
anything.
storm.
After 10 a.m., I stop eating before I go home to eat dinner, and I come here.
I think the shepherd's pie is going to be a number 1 seller.
Yeah.
But that corned beef and cabbage for that day, I'm telling you, that thing is going to go off.
All right.
I love cabbage. Love cabbage.
Yeah.
Don't love corned beef.
No.
I know, but I'm willing to try.
I don't know. You like Reubens?
No, not at
Really?
all. No,
very
thank you.
unfortunate.
Take
Turkey
your
Reuben?
Reuben. Nope. Take your Reuben. See ya.
Turkey Reuben.
No, but you could make me cabbage in any way, shape, or form, and I'd be happy to take that.
I think she would love a turkey Reuben.
Sure, why not? Every person named Reuben right now is
Sliced
like, well,
turkey,
excuse me.
Swiss
No,
cheese.
right?
You put cranberry relish in place of the Russian
Dang,
dressing.
that's a good idea.
A little bit of the cabbage.
Okay, I'm starting to
The
get on
turkey,
board with this changing it
Grill
up.
that. She would love it.
Yeah.
It's right up her alley.
Lobster.
Yeah, don't forget the
Don't
lobster.
forget the
Yeah.
lobster because that's like his garnish. Let's garnish with lobster.
lobster on top.
And then some mango salsa.
Can't forget the butter.
Can't forget the mango salsa.
Yeah.
Where's the salmon?
I think my favorite
Where's the
part is
salmon?
just how you say salsa.
Salsa.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out.
I remember
Yeah.
when we had the mango salsa last
I'll
summer.
never say salsa again.
Oh, it's perfect.
You must.
You do.
It's your
Salsa.
signature.
Yeah.
But thinking about mango salsa, I cannot wait to be back on the patio. But okay,
Sure.
all right, let's focus here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So get your tickets for the Wilson
Yes.
Iron Chef. Come on,
Yes,
let's go
yes,
now.
Yes. So I'm sure we have a few more things coming up, but we really have to get this in the oven.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? So again, all these recipes that we are talking about tonight are in the Redner's Health Sense magazine. It is the last day for this. So if you have not picked it up, you really need to go to the store. You have one more day left in the month. Tomorrow is it's leap day, leap year.
Yes.
Last chance until 2028. So get out. It's February 29th. And happy birthday to my mom, Grammy. I know you're watching.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
Grammy.
good job.
We called her this morning and sang happy birthday to her. But the new magazine is en route. Like, it will be in stores by March 1st.
All right.
So don't hesitate to go grab this. Or you can
That's
also check
Friday.
out, I know.
Quick.
Check out our website, rednersmarkets.com, and the recipes will be there as well. So, Chef Tim, can you bring
Talk
over
to me.
my 5
Let's
items?
go.
Bring them on over.
So what's the name of this dish?
5-ingredient chicken parm meatloaf. People are so excited. I've heard such rave reviews about it. A few things, again, that I love. 5 ingredients is huge. Easy weeknight meal. Great. I also thought about this morning. So this is something that's really quick and easy that you can make for yourself and for your family.
Yeah.
But it's also a really good item for friends. You know, sometimes that you take food to people's houses. I know when I came home and I had a 2-year-old and 2 newborns, people were delivering food all the time. And this is just one of those recipes that transports really easy. It's totally versatile and likable. So it is a no-brainer for you to easily make these. And that's why I have it in the disposable pan, really for
smart.
you to take home.
Yeah, thank you.
Disposable pan will be going home with Andy P. So
Yeah.
he can enjoy a 5-ingredient chicken parm meatloaf. So we have, Chef Tim, I will let you get started. 2 pounds of ground chicken. That's only 1 pound because we're just making half of this meatloaf tonight.
Gotcha.
But a few things. Well, I'll let you go. Okay, so ground chicken. We have our garlic and herb pasta sauce. So, Chef, if you want to add that to the mix. By the way, I'm in marketing, so I get this. But you see this word new here? That made me just want to buy this. And I'm thinking, how new could roasted garlic and herb be? But it doesn't matter. It looked good and it had the word new, so I bought it. It smells really good. I love the fact that it's chunky and has those nice chunky tomatoes.
like to have a nice chunky sauce. Yeah.
Yes. So I
you,
have
you
that.
just put that sauce right in there with the ground chicken
Pop
in the
that
bowl.
baby in. Egg.
Okay.
Italian breadcrumbs. Half cup of mozzarella cheese.
Okay.
And then a little salt and a little pepper.
Wow, this really is chicken parm meatloaf.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And all we're going to do, Chef, you're going to mix that together. I'm going to get our pan sprayed and ready to go. And so, again, we're using, typically when we think of meatloaf, we're thinking about beef, we're thinking about pork, whatever else.
Yeah.
But we're using chicken. And a few things right now. I've been using so many recipes with this ground chicken. It goes on a great sale.
Yeah.
Today, for the first time, I saw that we offer a value pack 3-pound ground chicken for $11.
That's great.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So again, when you're thinking about, okay, I'm going to make one for me, and I'm going to make 2 for, a relative,
Sure.
and then a family who's having a rough time, and I'm going to drop it off in this nice disposable pan. So easy to do. I mean, these ingredients you most likely have at your house.
Yeah, and it
So
freezes well too. You can
it
always portion
freezes.
it out.
Yeah. So, I'm a huge fan of the meatloaf muffins. That's typically what I do. They bake a lot faster. They're
Yeah.
portion sized, ready to go. So that's what I like. But we are going to put it in this pan
Sure.
for you, Andy.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just
So
a
probably
regular size
just
bread pan
half.
too.
You know what I mean? Like portion it off in half. Well, no, put the whole thing in, but just don't spread it out so that it's a really thin meatloaf.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
She's saying she got too big of a pan.
Well, it's fine.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
But it will
It's
affect
the
the cook
only-
time.
Just want
It's
to
okay.
clarify.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay, so the truth of it is, I could not find the pan I was looking for, but
Yeah.
I did have this disposable pan. I'm like, well, this is really great. This is going to work out.
No, it's perfect. That's just fine.
I think that looks
And
really
you can
good.
and you know what? It's important that people understand that too. You can, especially with a recipe like this, if you're not using a regular pan and it's a little bit bigger like this, you can portion it out
Yeah.
like that. You can be creative in the kitchen.
Sarah get upset.
What? No.
No.
You don't put a little on top?
At the end. Can you?
Somebody
Okay.
didn't follow
For
instructions.
those of you who are not
I
chefs,
said you want Sarah to get
read,
upset.
No.
follow the directions.
I'm
It's just
pulling
that
seasoning
simple.
with her.
And the directions are right there.
Thank you.
Redner's.
In the Redner's Health Sense magazine. So we're going to get this in the oven
Yeah.
at 350 degrees. 2 pound is asking for 40 minutes, but again, we are only doing half of that, so we're going to look at about 25 minutes. So we will have it in time for the end of the show to
Oh, great.
taste.
Okay, so we're going to put that in the oven. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back here on Redner's Food for Thought right here on 830 WEEU. Also online, check us out, facebook.com. Look up Redner's Warehouse Markets. We are live right now. You can see all the ingredients happening over here as we get ready for the next portion of the food that I'm going to be taking home to my house. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit after a few messages here on 830 WEEU.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Hello.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Headed out on a warm weather vacation or just looking past the cold of winter? Let Ocean State Job Lot outfit you today. Men's cargo shorts and golf tops, $10 each. Famous Maker men's stretch t-shirts are nearly 67% off too. Save over 80% on women's swimwear, and jogger pants are just $10. Women's Hatchie Knit or flannel lounge joggers with side pockets, your choice, are only $6 compared to $30 or more at other retail stores. Ocean State Job Lot, your store to get more for less.
Today, there's hope. Hope for you and your loved ones. And hope for safe and affordable drug and alcohol treatment for residents of Berks County. Council on Chemical Abuse invites you to visit their website, cocaberks.org/hope. That's COCAberks.org/hope for more information. Or call 610-376-8669. That's 610-376-8669 to learn more.
It's dinner time for your dog. But do you know what's in the bowl when you scoop out that dry dog food? Let me ask you 3 key questions. Do you know the meat you're feeding? Do you know who makes the food and where the ingredients come from? Is the food overloaded with carbohydrates and poor quality filler proteins? Not sure? Let the staff at Godfrey's help you be sure about what you're feeding. We have great foods for every budget. They're all safe to feed and well formulated. Godfrey'sDogdom.com.
The air quality in your home is so important. Fortunately, the experts at A to Z Vacuum and Fan offer the best selection of vacuum cleaners, proper vacuum bags, and air purifiers. A to Z Vacuum and Fan is open for business Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 4. Protect your family and improve the air quality in your home with A to Z Vacuum and Fan. 350 North Park Road in Wyomissing. Call 610-374-4888.
All right, Sean, you there? Yep. All righty. Come back in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. You're listening to Redner's Food for Thought here on 830 WEEU, the voice of Berks and beyond. Also online, Facebook.com. Look up Redner's Warehouse Markets. We're broadcasting live so you can see what we're cooking up. We have chicken parm meatloaf. What? You love meatloaf. You know you love chicken parm. We'll put that bad boy together. And
right?
It's super simple.
It's like the merge. It's like a hybrid. How could you not love
Five easy ingredients. We had what is it? Ground chicken, breadcrumbs, a little bit of mozzarella, sauce, and what's the last one I'm going to say? Egg. Oh, of course, because it's meatloaf. And then you just popped it in the oven.
And it was so easy, Chef Tim could do it.
Boom.
I was afraid to add salt and pepper to it, but we won't.
Didn't I tell you salt and pepper? I had it sitting right here.
There's a little bit in the sauce, though.
That's 7 ingredients.
I mean, why start? But do they really count?
Nah.
They don't really count because they're always technically optional.
Yeah, you get them for free whenever you go to a place anyway, so.
And Chef, why start following directions now?
Yeah.
I'm
not.
Anarchy. That's the theme of the show.
That's what I feel about it.
Well, that can't be all that we're having. What else have we got going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
explain it in detail this time, right?
Yes.
Right
So, another very popular recipe has been the 5-ingredient chicken Alfredo pasta bake.
Nice.
Honestly, you cannot get much more simple than this, and I love everything about this. Same concept. You can batch make this. You can make it as little or big as you want. You could keep it. You could share it. Do whatever, right?
Yeah.
I like this one. I'm down with this one.
And you can make it however you want, okay? So if you don't like cauliflower, don't put cauliflower in it. But I like cauliflower. So I recently did this tour of schools, and it was so fun because I spent a lot of time with my K through 5th graders asking them all kind of questions, and it's amazing how smart they are. I mean, they really knew a lot about nutrition, which excited me.
Awesome.
But
they must watch the show a lot.
I know. There's a bunch of kindergartners out there
WEEU followers.
Turn off Paw Patrol there.
Watch us. Watch Redner's Food for Thought. But I was excited when I asked I think it was like 1st or 2nd grade. I'm like, okay, could you give me a white fruit or vegetable? And they said cauliflower. I know that's like no big deal, but yet it really is.
That's a very big deal.
That was like top of their mind. So that we had a lot of dragon fruits for pink. And that was cool. We had some kiwis.
Let's go to Starbucks a lot. That
dragon
fruit.
fruit.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Good point. They probably get like lip gloss or something.
A lot of dragons.
But eggplant. So they really loved their fruit and yogurt parfaits and thought it was a great healthy snack.
Good job, parents. Who do you think they learned it from?
I hope. Honestly, good job to our school's food service, who I believe does a fabulous job of trying to introduce whole grains and fruits and vegetables on a regular basis.
Yes.
So, yes, I know my kid will come home and say she got a cookie, but she also gets apple slices and whole grain bread and all this other great stuff from food.
My daughter was at the event that you held, and she had nothing but great things to say.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep. So she was excited about it.
I was like covered from fingertip to elbow in blueberries. I did blueberries and applesauce and yogurt and a little bit of granola, so I had gloves on. But it was a whole lot of blueberries. It was almost like think it was over 2,000.
Wow.
2,000 fruit and yogurt parfaits to local elementary school kids. So
Well
it was
done.
really, really fun.
Good
and
stuff. Awesome. It's
in
nice
that
to be
same
nice.
token, I was actually at our Why Missing location giving a tour to some older folks who are trying to control their glucose. Their
Nice.
blood sugars. So, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because we spent a lot of time in the frozen food section. So
Okay.
you see here, I have my mixed frozen vegetables that are going to be going into our pasta dish here. But it really, when you think about the innovation in the frozen food aisle, it's honestly incredible.
Yeah.
And people still sometimes give it a bad rap.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you think about, especially fruits and vegetables, I mean, this is just broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. It is picked at the peak of ripeness, and it is flash frozen, and it is packaged. I mean, this is the best of the best.
It really is.
This
So my
is-
dad lives by. He loves it. He loves being able to, because it's him at home, so he's able to put that on the side and not have to worry about it falling apart. That's the worst thing about getting the fresh stuff is sometimes you forget that you
Right.
even have the darn thing.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
fresh is great too. But there certainly are other options, and we're so lucky to have a food supply chain that gives us all these options
Yes.
that could meet
You are
a
correct.
variety of budgets and a variety of lifestyles too. Like, I can't always run out and grab, fresh fruits and vegetables with how busy we are, but I can always make sure that my freezer's stocked. I could always make
Yes.
sure I have canned tomatoes and in jarred sauce. I know jarred sauce makes you really crazy, but sometimes you need it, right?
It's all good.
You do.
Yeah.
I like
so-
the frozen fruits, though.
Oh yeah, that's
Strawberries, the
true.
mangoes, the
Yeah.
blueberries.
That's a treat.
So good,
Yeah, they're
right?
the best.
So yes, I don't want to get too far ahead
Oh,
of
yes, let's
our sweet ending here. But yesterday was National Strawberry Day.
Hey.
We are huge strawberry fans in this house, as we love many fruits. But unfortunately, the climate plays such a big role in fresh produce. Period.
You're right. It really
So
does.
we were planning this gigantic celebration for National Strawberry Day, but unfortunately, Florida right now is getting some really torrential rains, and
Yeah.
it is damaging the crop. And these are things that people don't really think of.
Mm-hmm.
All they're worried about is me in that moment when I'm going to shop for the food and what the price is, which is rightfully
Yeah,
so.
sure, yeah.
But these farmers are also out there trying to make a living, so it's a very unfortunate situation. But what's great is, again, we have this amazing food supply, so I can go and get frozen strawberries if needed.
100%. Yep.
But at Redner's Markets, I got beautiful fresh strawberries. for
They are
us
very nice.
today. Yes. So, anyway, let's get back to this chicken Alfredo pasta bake so we can get this in the oven.
Let's do it.
So, Chef,
Let's
we
go.
are going to start with our
Noodle of choice.
noodle of choice.
Okay. Now
I can't say it. Can you guess what noodle this is?
It's some sort of spirally noodle. It's like
You
what if
really
you took
don't know?
rigatoni and turned
Do
it
you
into
know
a
what noodle
spirally
this
noodle.
is?
I'm going to say routine.
Is it rotini?
That is not rotini,
not rotini,
at all.
no.
Do you know what rotini is? Do you know what rotini is?
He's kidding, of
They're the
course.
I don't know if he
It's
is.
hard to say what it is because when it was cooked, it's all clumped together.
It's not spirally.
True.
Is it? No.
It was cooked a while ago.
Okay.
So I actually don't know how to say it. Cavatappi. Cavatappi.
It is a long noodle that's
Capitelli.
hollow, and it looks kind of like if you.
And I said that before you said what it was, just FYI.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
totally
hear you.
said that. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't hear it, but it probably definitely happened.
Well, I'll
Kim, did you hear that?
That's true. We can You know what? We'll go back and
Play it
I'm
back.
going to replay the live
Replay it.
to
Replay
verify.
It's
Say it again.
Capitelli.
I mean, that's not at all what it is, unless you spell it differently.
Where is it at?
Where's it at?
It's right there.
You gotta be kidding.
What? How do you
You're
say
saying
it?
Capitelli.
You've got to be kidding
How do
me.
you spell? How do you
That
pronounce
is-
it? Cavatappi.
Close enough.
Yeah, Capitelli.
You're saying telly.
That's the thing about Italian words. You can just
Cavatappi.
say whatever you want. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I don't know.
Baba
We
boopy,
are
it's all the
going
same
to do a little search on this later. Okay, are you ready?
Let's go.
You got the noodles. Next, you need a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Okay.
What do you think I used?
Rotisserie chicken.
That's right.
Rotisserie chicken.
Because it's quick and it's easy. So there is ingredient number 2.
So it's just a little cubed up chicken
So-
mixed in there with the
Yep.
pasta.
So easy to pull off
Gloves
the...
anywhere, do you?
I don't. Oh, did you want to use your hands?
I was going to, but that's okay. Go.
Okay. I'm going to make you struggle by using... by using a small bowl and a terrible spoon.
Listen, sometimes that's how it is in the kitchen, and for a lot of people out there.
Well, the other thing you could do is you could just dump it in here, too. That's fine, too. Okay, and then we will use your favorite package of frozen vegetables, which I already have cooked. So I did cook these just in the microwave, in the bag. You know, they're not, these were steamable.
Okay.
Or you can make them on the stovetop, whatever totally works for you. But
okay, good.
Broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots are the choice of vegetables.
It's a very good way to get the vegetables in by mixing it in with all the good tasting stuff.
Yes.
Put it in with the
Are you ready
noodles
for
and
me?
the sauce and the chicken.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I have 3 kids in this house. There's always food on the floor.
Yeah.
You get a little food on the floor, it's no big deal.
Yeah, Andy will eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it right off the ground.
So all you're doing is mixing the ingredients together. This is so easy. It is just open, plop it in, stir it, and then we are going to get it in the oven, and you're going to have this beautiful pasta bake. So we have our pasta, chicken, vegetables. Next, you could use your sauce. So this is a home-style Alfredo sauce.
Nice. Alfredo's very easy to make.
Do the pour. Go ahead, Andy.
So thankfully, if you wanted to make it from scratch, you wouldn't have to beat yourself over the head. But how nice is it, like you said, that we're able to pick up these things?
If you have 5 minutes to get it done, here's the 5 minutes. We're getting it done.
There you go.
And then you're going to sprinkle with that little bit of cheese. Sprinkle it.
And this is getting mixed in, yeah?
Mix it in, baby.
Okay, just mixing it up. Wow, this is great.
I feel like I could smell it already. It's not even cooked. So then all we're going to do is we're going to get this in the oven. Probably it's only going to go in there for about 15 to 20 minutes because everything's already cooked and ready to go. So all it's doing is baking together.
Just basically heating it up.
One more quick and easy weeknight meal.
This is great. I am not kidding when I'm talking about wanting to do this at my house very, very soon.
You can do this.
This is super duper easy. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's take another quick break.
Sure.
And we'll move on from there here on Redner's Food for Thought. Making up some really tasty food, super easy to put together. You can pick up all the ingredients at Redner's Markets. We're going to take a quick one. We'll be back here on 830 WEEU. You're listening to Redner's Food for Thought, or you're watching it online on Facebook.com. Look up Redner's Warehouse Markets. See you guys real soon.
About getting your annual vaccines. We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. Because we've got you. With local vaccine events and access to transportation, protecting yourself and your loved ones is not a chore anymore.
You've got this.
A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by U.S. Aging. Funded by the U.S. Administration for Community Living through a grant to U.S. Aging. Learn more at yougotthis.usaging.org.
As you age, you may have questions about finding transportation, healthy meals, or other services around your home and in your community. And the Elder Care Locator has the answers at 1-800-677-1116. Our caring advisors can connect you to trustworthy local experts and the support you need to age well at home. Real people, real assistance, and real connections are just a phone call away with the Elder Care Locator. 1-800-677-1116.
Family owned and operated for over 50 years, Poplawski's is your one-stop automotive service and collision center. Most of their staff have 30 or more years in the field. They install what they sell, car, truck, and SUV accessories to personalize your vehicle. Please remember, as they always say, you have the right to choose who does your auto body repairs after an accident. So keep Poplawski's in mind when you have an automotive need. And from everyone at Poplawski's, thanks for listening to WEEU and for your business.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe. You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Hi, I'm Terry Sinelli, proud longtime resident of Berks County. I'm thrilled to introduce you to the residents at Village Greens, our brand new senior living community opening this summer. Enjoy the privacy of your own apartment with the camaraderie of an entire community. We offer 3 chef-prepared meals every day and so much more. Discover where convenience meets excellence for worry-free living. Stop by our Welcome Center at the intersection of Penn Avenue and Broad Street in Sinking Spring, or visit the residents at villagegreens.com.
Foot Solutions in Shillington is celebrating Comfort Week, March 25th through the 30th, with raffle tickets and door prizes.
Check out all of their new styles, individualized custom footwear, and over-the-counter orthotics.
Foot Solutions' highly trained professional staff provides you with a free evaluation and advanced assessment technology.
Now offering shoes and inserts with the diabetic shoe bill. Don't miss Comfort Week, March 25th through the 30th at 654B Philadelphia Avenue.
Call 610-775-4950.
Hey, Sean, sorry.
No problem.
What's up? Okay. All right, Sean, let's come back in 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody.
Bring it back up.
What's happening? You're listening to Redner's Food for Thought right here on 830 WEEU, also online, facebook.com. Look up Redner's Warehouse Market so you can see what we're cooking up. Listen to what we're cooking up right now. So far, we have the chicken parmesan meatloaf. We also have a pasta bake, which has Alfredo sauce and chicken in it with some vegetables. And it's all 5-ingredient stuff. Super easy to put together. Which one do you like the best? I'm going to find out when it's done cooking, but it's probably going to be the parmesan chicken.
You know what? That's where I was going with it, too.
Yeah.
I do like the Alfredo one. I think that's pretty good.
I love to have a red sauce, but yeah, Alfredo sauce is nice, of course.
Yeah.
Earlier, we were talking a little bit about the Iron Chef benefit that you got going on.
Well, I wish it was me.
Yeah, well, there's that going on. Yeah.
It is the
Thank
absolute
you.
best Iron Chef in the area. It might be the only Iron Chef now that I think about it.
I don't know.
Hamburg used to have a great one, too. You know why I know that?
Why?
I'll let Meredith tell you.
Oh, okay. Meredith, you're on the spot.
Because he won 6 times. He won 6 years in a row. They had to kick him out of there. But anyway.
Oh, dear.
I'm not
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't remember. But I'm sure that happened.
Yeah, but the Wilson Iron Chef, I mean, again, it's so local.
Yeah.
It's right in our backyard. It's a great school, great teachers, and they're really committed to doing a great thing for the community. So
yeah,
that's why I really love that organization.
And the focus is going to be on shepherd's pie.
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day. Everyone's Irish.
At least on that day. Just don't forget to wear green. I hate getting pinched.
So I have a feeling.
One time it's like everybody don't touch each other, especially after COVID. And now it's except for this one day where you can hurt me.
But don't pinch me. I don't like to be
Do you
pinched.
think one
Unless
of
you're
the
a crab.
schools? Do you think one of the schools will be making a lobster shepherd's pie? What do you think?
I'll talk about pinching.
Might be now that you're putting that, idea in their head.
Yeah.
I think that's a really
conception.
I'm kind of pushing
I'm curious.
that so that they think outside the box. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Outside the
anytime
lobster
we
trap.
have young folks out there interested in culinary arts, I think is
100%.
so important.
Yeah.
And regardless if they want to make a career out of it, just having an interest in food in general, how food is grown,
Yes, that's really important.
getting into a grocery store, understanding the layout, and then having some cooking skills, I think is so important.
Yeah, and we're putting together some really easy to put together dishes,
Yeah.
and it takes the minimum level of expertise.
Absolutely.
We got Chef Tim.
No, that's why I'm here. You know what I mean?
Chef, you are here for that and for our next recipe.
Can't wait.
That's right.
I can't wait till next month.
Earlier, you were talking about where the food comes from, and we were talking about a very important food because it's,
It's National Strawberry Day yesterday.
Yes.
But anytime a recipe requires a little extra finesse, I'll say, a little extra patience,
just a little bit.
a little extra pretty,
Oh, sure.
I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
We call on Chef Tim.
Yes.
Because my level of patience
It's very high.
She has three kids and a dog and a husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's pretty high
It's
up
limited.
there.
Let me tell you. Do you know what I did over the weekend?
So
remember, it's Grammy's birthday today.
Yeah. Oh.
We
You take a
baked
stab
we
at
baked
that.
Grammy a cake.
Oh, wow. Fun.
Awesome.
What kind of cake
What
did
flavor?
Grammy get?
Funfetti of
Yes! That's where it's at.
Funfetti. Listen, you cannot tell me that funfetti. You cannot tell me.
You can't
funfetti
tell her.
is not the best. Now, homemade icing completely. I will never get. That is one
The
thing.
jar.
That is one thing I won't do. Is I will not get jarred icing. So I always make homemade icing. But I made this 2-tier cake, and I don't have it out here anymore. But my beloved grandmother, who would have been 97 this year, she passed away last year at 96. She always had this beautiful stainless steel cake cover.
Nice.
Like a
Okay.
cake. What do you call it? A cake pan? A
Yeah.
cake but you put your cake on this beautiful platter, and then you have this great covering for it. And every single cake at her house for all of our birthdays, all of the celebrations were in that.
Wonderful.
Well, I desperately wanted it, and I got it. So we put Grammy's cake in this beautiful stainless steel cake cover thing.
Yeah.
So when we did the
The
unveiling,
unveiling, yes.
Grammy was a little less than impressed.
No.
The cake looked like it was not.
No.
What happened to it?
I'm not going to lie. Now, did it taste incredible? It
right.
really was an incredible cake. But the presentation.
Yeah.
So.
It's very important that the food be pretty.
But let me tell you,
Yeah.
do you know how easy it is when you're just like, the kids did it?
What can I say? The kid ate
She
it.
was like, well, Meredith, they helped you. And I'm like, yeah.
Totally.
They did this whole thing. And in my head, I'm like, no.
Blame it on the kids. Blame it on the dog.
It was so bad that I need to YouTube to figure out how to do these 2-layer cakes and make them look pretty.
Yeah.
Because, it's definitely not my specialty. I will fully admit to that. However, this would not, my husband was over my shoulder and he's like, you cannot. Just go to Redner's and get a cake. And I'm like, no, we have to.
I would love to see. Do you have pictures of this?
I do.
Oh, I have to see it.
I do, but you know what? We took it in such a fashion that the
they look
picture
good.
actually looks semi-good.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It looks it's. But if
That's
you
the
really
secret of
saw-
Hollywood right there.
And I said,
all about the angle.
trend, the trend of these high-end bakers now, they leave that naked edge. Have you ever seen that? Where they don't ice the whole thing, but they kind of straight edge it off.
Yeah.
And it looks like this natural edge. That's the look I was going for.
That's how cakes grow naturally in the wild.
Yeah,
They
something
don't have all the
like
icing
that.
around them.
So anyway, I will not be doing the fancy finessing piece of the strawberries today. Chef, this is all you. But we have Valentine's Day stuffed strawberries. I know it's not Valentine's Day, but these are absolutely one of my favorite desserts. I have a dear friend who used to make something similar all the time, and I would beg for them because they're just really, really tasty.
Yeah.
So, Chef, are you ready?
What do we got here, though?
So, we have stuffed strawberries. So, you have our cream cheese here.
Cream cheese. And
Now,
it's a little
we
bit
are
on the room
going to
temperature side.
quickly, because we don't have this done, do you want to toast the almonds quick?
I would love to.
I refuse to skip that step because it is very important and it only takes a few minutes.
Just a couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
And it brings out the flavor.
Yeah. So, you got to do this.
Let's go.
ahead.
So a little package of
Head back there.
slivered almonds.
Yes.
Okay.
So Chef is going to head back to the stove. Help yourself to a spoon there.
Okay.
So he is going to get those babies toasted, and then so he has already done some great
He's
scooping.
Prepared a couple of strawberries here.
And for those of you, and this is what I mean about the finessing.
Okay.
He cut off the bottom.
Yeah.
Or is that the top?
Well, it's the
Depends
bottom.
which way you would want
As
to look
we're
at it.
presenting it, yeah, that's the bottom
So
of the
that they
strawberry.
can stand up super pretty Whereas I would just like let them all kind of fall over and collapse and just call it a day.
It's the natural state of the strawberry.
That's what I'm thinking. They're still going to taste the same,
Yeah.
but his are going to look really, really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chef, you already have your strawberries prepared. Most of them. Do you want to finish the rest of them?
Between you and I, Andy.
Yeah, and everybody listening and tuning
Just
in.
you and I. White chocolate mousse.
White chocolate mousse.
In the strawberries. Just
Okay.
FYI. But we're going to go with this one here. That's just between you and I.
I do like a good sugary cream cheese filling, that's for sure, which is what we got going on here. So,
Oh, what do we got?
Cream cheese.
what are we doing with the cream cheese? Yeah.
We got cream cheese
It's softened up, yeah.
and some powdered sugar,
Okay, cream cheese, powdered sugar, okay.
and then a little bit of orange zest.
Okay.
And we're going to get that in a pastry bag. Pretty good. I could do that.
How important is the zest part of orange zest?
Oh,
Yeah.
it is important.
Okay, both those say.
But I totally agree with you. I feel like
Yeah.
lemon zest, orange zest, sometimes I roll my eyes because it's just like that step that you think. It's kind of like roasting the almonds. Like,
Yeah.
do I really have to? But
No, it does. So
do you need?
you zest the outside, right? You zest
Over
the
there.
skin, right? And it's not like you're pulling out the juices or anything. And it does have a different flavor profile, so it does make the difference there. So if you're able to, if you have a zester, which I
can't
happen to have
remember.
one because my dad managed to
This-
get rid of his, he didn't want it anymore.
it's a long-standing question around here.
But
if
usually-
I ever actually got the zester.
Well, usually you can end up using the your cheese grater.
Oh, that's right,
Cheese
Andy.
grater
That's what we
usually has
did.
the if you have like the one that has the four sides on it,
Yeah, you're right. You're
so
right.
you might be able to use that.
Good call. See, you are good for something too.
Thanks.
It's like this team approach here that we got.
Yeah, that side will work just fine.
What we did.
What the fine
Cheese
side is
grater.
for.
Chef, how come you didn't remind me? That's what I did last time. I know we did something. I just couldn't. Do you see what happens when I'm calm, cool, collected, and laid back?
That's why it's the three musketeers and not the two
I
musketeers
don't
plus
know
one
what
guy
it
I
is.
wish I had around.
I don't know what.
All right, so we're zesting up the orange a bit.
Can you
we're
smell
able
it
to,
yet? I can't quite get it.
Did you know that the oil from an orange is actually a little bit flammable? I saw somebody take an orange peel and they squeezed it till the juice just pops on. It's a tiny amount, but he had a lighter next to it and it just lit it.
I did not know that,
Yeah.
and I don't have the energy to fact check you, so I'm going
fact
to
for the
have
kids
to
out
say
there. Don't do that.
I'm going to have to guess that you're right on that one.
Yeah. Well, I saw it happen, so maybe. Okay, there you
We
go.
got
That
our
was easy. We got the
Almonds
zest.
going over here.
Almonds are getting toasted. Orange is getting zested. We have the strawberries here, which all that chef did was he just cut at the top of it to get the leaf off of it, and then for us to be able to stuff it
No,
in
that's
there.
it.
We're mixing it up with the cream cheese and the powdered sugar and the orange zest. And we have to put it into something
Pastry
to
bag.
pipe it. Yeah.
And he's going to get it right into the strawberries.
And this is one of those things that if you don't have the pastry bag, you could use a plastic bag, right? A regular plastic bag.
Of course, that's what I had out for him, but then he requested the pastry bag,
Well-
which I was able to produce.
He's the kind of person that you can put this underneath a stainless steel cake, stainless steel cake display.
That's what we should do.
That's what
We should do the unveil there. Look at
Yes.
these beautiful strawberries. But again, let's not forget that all of these recipes are available in the Redner's Health Sense magazine. The March-April magazine is coming out by Friday.
Very soon.
So make sure you check that out. You can check it out at rednersmarkets.com. Head to the stores and you could grab one there. Also, I have to mention, especially with March right around the corner, our Easter promotion is starting. So in the month of March, you will spend $400 and you could get a free ham. $400 is going to be easy to spend, especially as you are hosting parties. I know we have a birthday party and a holiday, so it's going to be very easy for us to spend and to be able to get that ham. So I believe it is 3/7 through 3/31. So you'll be able to spend your $400 using your Redner's Rewards card and then get your free Easter ham. So details will be coming out soon in the Redner Circular, so keep a watch on that, but just to help you in your Easter planning. I know Chef also has some great meals that we'll talk about when he is not preparing our beautiful dessert. We're going to let him continue to focus.
Yes.
And then probably also get the other recipes out of the oven right now.
Okay, sure. So let's let Chef put up the dessert together, which is very simple. They are stuffed strawberries made with some cream cheese filling, and it looks great, and I'm really hungry, but I can't wait to try this dinner too. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll get the dinner ready, get all plated up, and make everything real beautiful for you here on Redner's Food for Thought, which you're listening to on 830 WEEU, the voice of Berks and beyond, but you can also watch us online, facebook.com. Look up Redner's Warehouse Markets. We're broadcasting right now. Let's take a quick one. We'll be back after a few messages. Plate up these bad boys.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Swing and sway with MusicRewind.com and 100 doo-wop hits, a 4-CD set of original classics sung by the best doo-wop groups such as the Platters, Dion and the Belmonts, the Chantals, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, the Marcells, and many more. Get 100 doo-wop hits today at MusicRewind.com or call 800-206-5002 and pay only $22.98 for this amazing 4-CD set. Plus, receive a bonus of reduced shipping. Just enter or mention promo code DOOWOP55. Act now. Call 800-206-5002 or go to MusicRewind.com. Remember, promo code DOOWOP55 for reduced shipping. This offer is available for a limited time to U.S. residents only and cannot be combined with any other offer.
When it comes to addiction, every second counts. Today, there's hope. Berks County residents have access to free Narcan and safe, affordable options for drug and alcohol treatment. Order an opioid overdose reversal kit, find treatment, or learn more by visiting the Council on Chemical Abuse website, cocaberks.org/hope. That's COCA berks.org/hope for more information. Or call 610-376-8669 to learn more. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Headed out on a warm weather vacation or just looking past the cold of winter? Let Ocean State Job Lot outfit you today. Men's cargo shorts and golf tops, $10 each. Famous Maker men's stretch t-shirts are nearly 67% off too. Save over 80% on women's swimwear, and jogger pants are just $10. Women's hatchie knit or flannel lounge joggers with side pockets, your choice, are only $6 compared to $30 or more at other retail stores. Ocean State Job Lot, your store to get more for less.
All right, Sean, we're going to come in 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Are you hungry? I know I am. I am quite hungry, Chef. We are getting done with our 5-ingredient, easy-to-make, put-together dinner and dessert. And so far, everything looks delicious.
It looks excellent.
I am in for the win.
Really good.
So what do we got? Real quick, on the table, we've got our pasta bake.
We have our 5-ingredient Alfredo pasta bake.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that was just pasta of choice. Your chicken breast cubed up.
Yep.
So I, of course, took the easy way out of the Redner's rotisserie chicken breast. Why not?
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Just saying,
So
that's not easy. That's smart.
I do two things. I either grab a rotisserie chicken or I buy the Redner's family pack chicken, toss it in the crock pot, 8 hours on low.
Yeah.
Then I have it all, I could cube it, I could
Cube it
shred
up.
it however I want it, but then I portion it out. So when I have recipes like this, it's so quick and easy. Or if I need to put it on a salad, or I want to say it sauteed in a pan, it's good to go. Because I love everyone knows I love my chicken nachos.
And
That's
then-
like my highlight,
And
chicken
then,
nachos.
speaking of simple and easy, you had the vegetables as well. That was easy to put together, too.
Yep. So frozen vegetables. You choose any mix. I went down and I picked whatever was on sale.
Yep.
And that's how I picked what I picked.
Nice
Why
mixed
not?
vegetable, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And then we have the pasta of our choice, which is impossible to pronounce. And then we had a little bit of Alfredo sauce and a little bit of
And
mozzarella.
that's it. So
That's it. Boom.
5 ingredients, and it was probably 7-ish minutes because you would have to be making the pasta. So
Yeah.
very, very quick and easy. A little cheese. We forgot the mozzarella cheese, right?
Yeah,
Did we
I
say that? You did
briefly
say it?
mentioned
okay.
that.
The mozzarella cheese, mix it together, and then toss it in the oven. And all you're looking for it to do is just simmer, bake, cheese melt.
How long? 20 minutes?
I don't even know if it was that.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
20 minutes
Yeah.
at the most.
There, just
So, do you want to get us a plate?
Yes,
and
I
a
do.
fork? I
I do.
know you want to,
Very hungry,
Andy.
please, thank you.
Awesome.
Can we just dig in?
So
You'll dig in, okay.
I love the beautiful colors. I love the fact that we have vegetables added to this, and of course our lean protein of our chicken.
Mhm.
Great. Add your we have parsley over there, chef, because I know you always like to make it pretty. So feel free to make it look extra pretty. This way Andy could take his picture.
Yeah.
It look really good, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a simple, simple dish that in a few minutes you can get it, in the oven and to your family's table in no time. Great for leftovers. A lot of the stuff you could really do ahead so that you don't even have, really, you could assemble this in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever.
No, yeah, you can
and
put this
then
in the fridge and then have it ready
pop
when you
it in
come
the
home.
oven.
Go in the oven.
Yeah.
There you go.
Easy and simple, cheesy and delicious.
So good, right?
Yep. We also have we have the chicken meatloaf. We're letting it cook longer, but that's fine because it looks amazing.
Yep. So we have the 5-ingredient chicken parm meatloaf, which uses ground chicken, a little pasta sauce, egg, breadcrumbs, mozzarella cheese, just kind of like your typical meatloaf items there.
Yep.
And then we've had that in the oven now. So that probably could bake for about another 10 minutes. I did top it with extra sauce and extra cheese, not only per chef's request, but that is kind of,
Yeah.
in the directions.
It's the opposite of what's going on with cakes right now. We want this to be nice and covered, not naked.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I will have to share a picture of Grammy's cake so you guys could see what it looks like.
I gotta see that.
Again, I'm still saying that it tastes very, very good.
And speaking of very tasty sweets,
yes,
that's our final dish right
and
there.
then Chef was able to put his finesse on our stuffed strawberries. So again, love these. Cream cheese, powdered sugar, orange zest, mixed together, piped into strawberries, and then topped with chopped almonds.
Yeah, we toasted the
That was it.
almonds,
They were
then
toasted.
and then we just chop them up a little bit, sprinkle them on top.
So we are celebrating National Strawberry Day a day late.
Aw,
but
that's
I will
okay.
absolutely celebrate because they look fabulous.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud. How we feeling? Yeah? Fab you?
Okay.
Yeah?
Now you tell me.
Okay.
I gotta let you bite it first. Now you tell me if the orange zest is necessary.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's
Uh-huh.
a good strawberry, too.
It is a very good strawberry.
Very
So
nice.
the citrus just carries. The citrus carries from the strawberry over into the orange.
This is the best
zest.
strawberry I've ever had in my life.
I'm just
Never.
saying.
Not a huge strawberry fan. This is really, really good.
And you have the crunch of the almonds.
I love it. Yeah, it's
So I know what you're saying about the white chocolate mousse, because don't get me wrong.
No,
You want to bring those next time, I'm all for it. But this has a very light, fresh taste.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right? Again, with that orange zest and those almonds.
It can be a little overwhelming, especially with like regular chocolate. This is perfect for me. I'm not a big fan of the chocolate covered
and
strawberry.
with spring, hopefully right around the corner, right?
No,
You
it's
think
fool's
about-
winter.
Oh my gosh!
It's
And you
supposed
think
to be
about
cold
family
tomorrow.
brunches, and
We'll
you
be here
think about
soon.
Easter brunch coming up.
Oh, yeah, this would be
is
perfect.
a perfect little appetizer that you can serve. That I think, quick, easy. They're beautiful
Great
looking.
with our Easter meals.
Yes, speaking of Easter at Redner's, is there anything that we wanted to mention about
We have
that?
2 great meals, an Easter ham with sweet mashed potatoes, topped with pineapple, brown sugar. But the other item, which is a new item that we're introducing to our prepared foods, is a New England style haddock. So it's a nice, beautiful fillet of haddock that's lightly breaded, and it's paired with white cheddar mac and cheese.
Oh.
Absolute good stuff.
2 of the best, man.
And that's ready-made meals for. Is that what you're saying?
That's it, man. All ready to go.
And Chef, no need to pre-order, right?
No need to pre.
They'll be ready to go, but limited supplies.
Okay.
So, do you know what the date is going to be? How close to Easter they'll be available? Because I'm thinking fish. I might want that, before Easter.
Yeah, definitely.
About 3 days before for most
Perfect.
stores.
So basically, the couple days leading up, which I know you will all be shopping at Redner's Markets days leading up to Easter.
Yep.
Check out the prepared food case because
where
not only the Easter specialties, but you may find a few other items there that you may want to grab to hold you over during the very busy holiday.
Good.
Always good
point,
stuff
good
happening
point.
over at Redner's.
Yes, thank you. And then don't forget the Easter ham promotion. Spend that $400 during the weeks leading up to Easter and get your free ham.
Okay.
So go back on Facebook, look for our pictures. We're going to post a picture of our delicious chicken
I'm looking forward to
Parmesan meatloaf. All the recipes are in the Redner's Health Sense magazine, and we'll see you next month.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.
Let's do this again next month. Thanks, Meredith.
Good job,
thanks,
Meredith.
Tim. And thank you to everybody for tuning in. Whether you listen to us on the radio at 830 WEEU or you saw us online at Facebook.com, Redner's Warehouse Markets. Until then, we'll see you in a month. Take care, everybody.
The voice of Berks and beyond. 830 WEEU ready.
From ABC News, I'm Daria Aldinger. Once again, the House and Senate have come together, their leaders reaching a deal to avert a partial government shutdown at the end.